Okay, I got you.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the 3 Gig Sports Podcast, where we are never wrong, just sometimes misinformed. We're live here tonight at the sports page in Mason City, Iowa for the weigh-ins for the North Iowa fights tomorrow night at the Mason City Arena. And if you hear that noise in the background, we've got face-offs going on right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And we have the pleasure right now to be talking to Mr. Jose Aguayo. How you doing, brother?
Doing pretty good. Thanks for having me out here, and ready to go for tomorrow.
Hell yeah. Main event, right?
Yeah, main event tomorrow. It's 3 5 minutes. Good opponent, and we're ready to put on for our town, for our gym, for everything. So, yeah.
All right, and for everybody out there, where are you fighting out of, the gym and the town?
So we're Stockton, California. It's at Nick Diaz Academy. I'm from San Ramon, California, but our gym's in Stockton, California. So that's where the gym's at. That's where we're from. So I live in San Ramon, California.
All right.
And they're calling this California versus Iowa, but man, we love Iowa too, man. It's not no pressure on that, okay?
Yeah, damn
So
straight.
it's not us versus Mason City, but we love Mason City. And we love us. So.
Hell yeah, we love having you guys.
We love everybody.
Yeah, we love having you guys.
Yeah.
Have you been to the arena before?
Yes. I fought there I fought there once, and then one of my Chris Avila and Luciano Ramos fought there last time, and my guy pulled out. So we were familiar with the area with this arena, and then the fairgrounds is pretty cool fighting there too.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
it's
So
a little
I
different.
thought so. I looked up your stuff, and then obviously I watched the one, but I just wanted to make sure to get it out there. Yeah. Fought here once. You're already familiar, so you're already creating a fan base here in Iowa anyway. So it might be just Iowa versus Iowa here soon.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Yeah, and I mean, Mike Estes puts on the show, man. North Iowa MMA, man, he was always ahead of it. Good planning, good everything, and every time we come back, it's always better. We're excited to be here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man.
How did camp go?
It was good. We're always pretty much in camp. It's kind of a generic thing everyone says, right? We're always training. We really are always really training, so it wasn't just kind of get the weight ready and down, and we're good. So the weight came out good. Randy Spence came out with me, man. He's the weight cut, every martial art master, everything, man. But I had him with me, so he's the man.
Could you do me a favor? Could you introduce your trainer over here? Who you got with you?
Yeah, Randy Spence. Randy Spence, he's a great white belt, Nick Diaz Academy. He's the man.
Okay.
He's the man. A lot of respect there. I love it.
Yeah. Randy, we got a chance to train back in the day. I'd come over with Mike, and y'all have a great gym. You got a great thing going on, setting up. You talk a little bit on getting Jose ready for this fight. Anything particular you were kind of helping him with, or you just you talk about staying in the gym all the time.
Yeah, we worked a few specific things. Every opponent's different, but we don't rely on that. We just make sure everybody's ready to go in every position. We have the things that we want to do. We also have an exit strategy if that's not working so well to move on to the next spot and not sync with the ship. I feel like a lot of times people get caught up in their game plan, and then if the game plan's not working, they have nothing else to pull back on. I'm sure Jose will be fine, but we just made sure that we worked some areas that we thought we might, find ourselves in situationally. But he's always in shape. He's one of the main sparring partners for everybody, the big names at the gym. He's always in there every day. So really it's just about fine-tuning little things. He's getting better all the time. So he's got a good projection going. If everything goes well tomorrow night, I think that he's got some good big things coming for him right now. So we're not looking past anybody. We're not.
Hey, so I understand that, and I do, and I respect that. I am, and I think you're just gonna take care of fucking business. So that's just me. Like I'm not. I know you're trying to keep him centered. I'm just saying this me personally.
Well, I mean, honestly, everyone thinks that, right? Otherwise, he would have a different job.
Yeah.
You know, but
Touche,
we know
yeah.
we know the reality of what can happen too, so we have to prepare accordingly. If he didn't think he could beat everybody up, then he'd probably just be, building houses somewhere,
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. He knows what he's doing, right?
That's good.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
When was his last fight? When was Jose's last fight?
Jose's last fight was a while back, actually. He did a boxing fight in November just to stay busy. He just done a couple jiu-jitsu tournaments. He was supposed to fight here at the last card, but his opponent pulled out.
Okay.
A couple of those.
Can you touch on any aspect you think he's improved since then?
Yeah, I think his wrestling's gotten a lot better. Yeah, I don't think his wrestling was ever that bad. He just it's not an area he focuses on. He doesn't really care where the fight goes, but he's really focused a lot on his wrestling. So hopefully, that plays into a factor.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about yourself? He touched on your wrestling, getting better. Is that something you concentrated on?
Yeah, we did a lot more wrestling. We also had Ernie Reyes Jr. come in. We do a lot of kick drills with him. He's always getting Nathan ready. But this time I worked a little bit more personally with him. He helped me with the kicks. Luciano Ramos also another one of my good teammates. He does lots of kicks, lots of knees, lots of that style. So that helped me a lot. So I focused on that. Focused boxing. We're always boxing, MMA, put it all together. Wrestling. We did a little bit of everything, but I can think that was a little bit more of what I focused on the last couple of weeks too.
Dude, I tell you, I follow you on Instagram, after we went out and trained with you, and you're just always biking and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, man, that's awesome to get to do that. And it looks like fun, and then also get your cardio.
Come on out, man. Come on out with us. Come on, hit some drugs with us. And
Yeah,
get
man.
in shape and get on with the team. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Okay. I'm not biking 10 miles, but,
It's all good.
but I'll come hang afterwards, brother.
we like to hang. We'll hang out too, man.
All right.
We'll kick
Hell
it,
yeah.
man. We
Hell yeah.
do all
I've been
that.
to
Work out
California.
hard. We kick it good, and you'll love it out there.
Hell yeah.
Do some fishing out there. You ready?
Yeah, I'll do that.
some
Fuck yeah.
fishing, too.
Yeah, we'll do some fishing.
Hell yeah. I follow Randy too. I see
Randy,
you always
yeah.
out there in the wildlife. You're fishing, shooting, whatever. I guess I never really thought of California like that. A lot of places to do that out there.
Yeah, where we live in California is not what you'd see on the TV. We live in Northern California, and has every aspect of outdoor recreation. It's a little different than SoCal. We like to think of it, a little different. But.
Just cut that off. Yeah. We're up here. It's all right.
It's a lot different. It's part of training too, man. You got to get out there and do that kind of stuff. Get on the bike, go fish for a while, camp out, hike out, run out, do everything. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would. I'd be lying if I didn't say I'd hate myself a little bit if I didn't ask you. Your guy Nate is coming up on what is his last UFC fight, right?
Yeah.
Against Kamzat.
Yeah.
What are we thinking? What do you think? What are you thinking about that? Like how that match would go for him? Or,
Nathan all the way. Fuck everybody else, man.
Fuck everybody else.
No,
I
I'm
love
with
it.
you. I started getting sold on. A lot of people were getting a little, the other way, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
Nate Diaz knows how to go 5 rounds. We saw what happened when old boy went outside of the first round with Gilbert Burns. How gassed it is.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Nate don't fuck around. He kind of.
He's not, he's not, like how he says, too, I feel like he's not calling, he's not going to call a shot and say, he's not coming out of 2 rounds, 1 round, 5 rounds. It's just going to go, he's just going to go in and take care of business, do his thing, and move on, man. That's it.
Hell yeah.
He's not calling any shots, or I'm not speaking for him or anything like that, but
Right.
I know, I'm confident, and I know that's how
Damn
he'll
straight.
do him do his thing.
Hell yeah. Well, when'd you get into Iowa?
I got in. What are we getting? Yesterday. We getting yesterday? Yeah,
yesterday.
Yesterday, around. Yeah, yesterday. So we've just been kicking it, hanging around, making some weight, chilling.
There we go.
Okay. North Iowa. Mason City, man. I love it out here.
Yeah. You guys coming to the after fights here at Sports Page?
Yeah, we
soon?
should. We probably should be here. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I think we'll be here. We'll catch up with you guys, and
Hell yeah.
get you guys out in California with us sometime soon.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely, man.
That would be awesome. Randy.
Yes, sir.
So I believe Mike said y'all moved spots from last time where we trained from Lodi, and you moved to another gym. Kind of talk that transition, moving to a new spot. You always seem to have guys in there and good guys in there. Is it just they kind of move with you, and did you get new faces coming in, maybe partners?
Yeah, we got some new people coming in, but the same group of guys came with us, obviously. the group's been the same since the beginning. I mean, we all started training together 2000, 2001, and the staples are still all there. We get new people in too, so that's good. It wasn't so much as a business move as okay, everybody, the ball's getting rolling and everybody's getting the big fights now, so we need to focus on a little bit of a more fight-centric gym. We still have classes, we still have jiu-jitsu and all that, but we needed to get out of the downtown area so we could do our own thing all day. It's a really nice facility, and everybody's more than welcome over there. But we're not downtown, so we're not just overran. The best way to put it is the people that find the gym are going to stay at the gym.
Right.
They're coming.
I saw where it was, so I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, because we had a lot of foot traffic where we were before, which I guess could be well, but it's, you know, I like a little bit of a mission to find the gym, and then we can take the training a little more seriously.
Oh yeah.
Well, it says
for
it
sure.
says a lot about the way you train and things like that. Just to have those same staples move with you, right?
Oh,
and
yeah.
have that same. There's a lot of loyalty there, right?
Yeah, I mean, like Jose kind of touched on, we're not just together at the gym. These guys are together all day. I don't get to go everywhere with them, but you know, if someone's going to the concert, the rest of the crew's going. If they're gonna hit a bike ride, they're gonna go. So we train so much. I don't think any of us really have any other friends. You know?
Right. Yeah.
It's life, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, right?
So we got a pretty good bond, and we train hard, and I think that goes a long ways. Nobody, you know, everybody's there for themselves, but nobody's there just for themselves. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it works out really. We have a little unconventional type of gym. I'm sure you know you've seen. It's a little different, but it works. You know, one of the things I like to say is that every gym you go to, everyone there is fairly similar, right? You know, because you attract people. You know, you got the jock gym, or you got the wrestling gym, you got that. Our gym is a bunch of people you would never think would hang out together.
No kidding.
Yeah, I mean, so many. We got criminals, we got cops, we got football players, we got, you know, guys that never played a sport before. But
Love that shit.
in the gym, it just all comes together really well.
Yeah, it does, and I
love the
always
mix.
joke with Mike. One, I was always like, man, tight knit group or whatever. But I was like, it was kind of a shock for me because we flew in on the plane, drove 45 minutes over to you, rolled off, and I got the shit beat out of me by Lucas. I think his name was Lucas. I was like, all right, okay, I'm here. I'm awake now, you know. And then I'm like, all right, tomorrow's a better day. I go in and some girl just smokes me on the ground in jiu-jitsu. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna hide out back, but. I mean, just everybody is really nice and kind, but, man, they know their shit, and that's awesome. Can you touch on maybe a few fighters you got coming through the gym that we should maybe expect to see, maybe not here in Iowa, but in California, anywhere else?
Yeah, we actually have a big group of fighters coming up right now that, you know, that could be in the top-level shows that just aren't there yet. We got Luciano Ramos. He fought out here before. He's ready to go. Chris Avila, of course, you know, he's been in the gym for a long time. We have a couple other guys. We got Rome Ottolini. He's coming up. He's really tough. And then, I mean, it just goes on. We got a lot of guys. And the thing is, we don't baby them. They go right in with the pros first day. And, you know, but the pros know how to.
The wolves,
but they
right?
know how to take care of them. You know, they're gonna give them what they need without,
Hurting 'em.
going too hard on them.
Yeah.
But they're show them what they're in for. And a lot of the guys come in and they want to join that type of program, and then they're like, okay, I think just jiu-jitsu class will be fine, and that's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Right? And then other guys, they stick with it. So it's like, but like I think you kind of touched on a little bit, is nobody ever feels excluded. So, you know, we have guys that have been training there for 5, 6, 7 years, and they're just ready to fight.
Right.
So, you know, luckily through shows like this, and Mike helped us out, and a couple other shows that people come train with us, that they're finally getting to fight outside of California and get some exposure.
Hell
So
yes. Hell yeah.
we have 5, 6 guys that could be up on that next level any day. So
Absolutely. I don't think we've been disappointed out of anything that has came from your guys' camp down over here in Iowa. I shouldn't say down, but over here in Iowa.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward, like I said, I can't say that enough. I'm looking forward to watching you do some work tomorrow, especially getting, you know, a little hosed out of the last time that it went down. I'm definitely extra pulling. Like I said, that your opponent, we'll just say that I said off the air, but we'll say it a different way. he wasn't the nicest guy to chat with. So I'm already definitely.
Sometimes, in his defense, these guys, he's ready for a war, so he's on heightened edge, you know what I mean? Maybe he gets himself in that mindset, so.
He just kind of stays there, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sticking up for him, and I hope we win too, but I'm just saying, maybe he's just trying to keep that edge so he can perform tomorrow night in his defense,
Okay.
It's an unforgiving sport, so sometimes you got to play it all the way through.
Oh,
I
yeah,
got
for
you.
sure.
That's a good point.
Absolutely.
Jose, would you like to, shout out any training partners you had kind of help you out this camp, get you ready?
Oh yeah, man. Randy Spence, thanks for coming out. One of the main training partners, Nathan Diaz, Lucas Gamaza, Luciano Ramos, Chris Avila, Nick Maxima. Nick Coring is fighting on Uriah Faber. I think it's a Uriah Faber show on Sunday. So Nick Coring going to do his thing. Ernie Reyes Jr., thanks for all the work too. Richard Perez, all my guys at the gym, man. Ro Morolini, he's doing his thing, and we're ready to go for tomorrow. So we're ready to do this.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
We can't wait. We appreciate you guys' time, taking the time out of your day to do this. We do appreciate that.
Yeah, best of luck tomorrow night, man.
A couple things real quick. Give me a bold prediction for tomorrow night. Fight ends, what happens?
Trying to do this thing the right way on my terms, and that's how we're going to do it.
Okay.
No first, second round, third round, TKO, super knockout, none of that shit, man. Just go in there and we'll see what happens. It's going to be exciting, so tune in for that.
Hell yeah. I guess I'll flip the question. Randy, how do you think you see the fight going and your fighter doing this thing?
Well, I'd like him to get in there and get out as fast as possible, but he's ready to go. He's not afraid to go the distance. I think a lot of these fighters want to get in and out as fast as possible, win or lose, and
maybe slip up a little bit.
Yeah,
But I think like that too.
I think he's ready to fight the whole time and just try and put on a flawless performance, and that's more important than winning any particular way. I'm not a big prediction guy.
Yeah,
that's
of course, we have a way that we would like it to go down, but just as happy as if it goes 3 dominant rounds too. That'd be a great outcome actually, because he's been robbed out of some of his ring time lately. So if we could get a good solid full fight in, that wouldn't be a bad thing either.
Right. Hell yeah.
Right.
Any sponsors you'd like to throw out and put out there? Shout out.
Oh yeah, Livermore Barbershop, represent. Game Up Nutrition, Power Moss, Aqua Gunite, Carson River Resort. What else I got? Michael David, the winery, Michael David Sports, Crank Naturals. Thanks for everyone for the support. Appreciate that.
Hell yeah. Randy, your gym, you want to give a shout out to anybody looking for a gym there in Stockton?
Oh yeah, the door's always open at NDA Stockton, and we got a good program going there. We got Lucas doing the jiu-jitsu, and Rudy Hernandez doing the NDA boxing, and that's coming on really strong actually. He's got a lot of people in there, and so yeah, if you want to come through, if you're in the Northern California area, you can find us. You got to find us first, but you're more than welcome once you do.
Hell yeah, man.
All right.
I love it. Well, hey, best of luck tomorrow night, Jose.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the time, you guys.
Yeah, thank you. We look forward to
We'll catch up tomorrow too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Right on, man.
Appreciate it.